Well, welcome back to the Chammy, the only channel on YouTube where you can get a professional tarot card reading from a haunted house in a creepy graveyard from a haunted chick like me with really stinking cute dogs. Tonight I've got live tarot. It's always $1 per minute. You can get a $1 yes or no question. You can get a $6 taco box. $6 taco box is 3 questions. You get a channeled love message from past, present, or future loved one. It could be a pet that's passed on. It could be your pet now. It could be just about anyone that maybe you would like to connect with. Let's see what else. You can also get the 1111 love reading. The 1111 love reading is, you can ask a few questions about your love life. There's also the general reading, which is $35, and the in-depth reading, which is $60. These are international standards for general and in-depth readings. Your general reading would be about 20 minutes, 25 minutes. You get 25, 20 plus 30 cards. I don't know. But the in-depth one is a little bit longer. But if you really want to just get something quick, you can get the 1111 love reading. And, while it's not a general reading, it is still a micro mini roadmap to your heart's desires. So I'm going to put some things in the chat. And maybe I'll read you guys a book or something. And then when somebody shows up later and watches the live, they can listen or something. Hey, I can see you in the chat. I can see your little number up there in the chat. Why don't you come back as yourself? Yeah, thanks. So no refunds, no e-checks, no solicitation. Please don't make it weirder than it already is. I can help you with love, career, money, finances, twin flame soulmate. But no legal, financial, no cheating questions. Do not ask me if you're pregnant. Do not ask me a when question. You can ask me a why question, though. Those are pretty good questions to ask yourself. Also, I don't do any health questions. I don't do any school interview success questions or school success questions or anything like that. So everything I need to know is in the description. Tonight's special is the $1 tarot. It's always $1 a minute. You can do $1 yes or no. The 1111 love reading, of course. PayPal, Cash App, Venmo only is preferred. You could do a super chat if you'd like to for the live as well for a reading. Yeah, so no timings, no health, no legal, financial, no pregnancy, no exam passes, please. No cheating questions, and especially no end of time questions. If you've got a cheating question you want to ask, go to another tarot card reader or go to your partner and ask, okay? If you can't ask your partner if they're cheating on you, then maybe you have a communication problem. You should be able to talk to your partner about anything. If you can't talk to them about just about anything, then you got a problem. So I also don't think that ethically talking about somebody cheating about you, unless you know the truth, is really good for you either. I have seen so many friends of mine go to tarot card readers and ask if their person is cheating on them, and they go absolutely wild when, the tarot card reader gaslights them into thinking it. And next thing you know, you got a perfectly healthy, happy, harmonious relationship that is broken up because of a tarot card reading, when simply all that happened was somebody texted their ex just to say, hey, hope you're doing well, to be a nice person. I just the whole people coming in here asking questions about cheating, really, it's not my thing. So please don't ask me end of time questions, cheating questions, nor interview success questions. No school pre-K to 12K or university, no pregnancy, no exam pass, no legal, financial, no health, and no timing. I know some of you come in here about the twin flame thing, and that's fine. Okay. I've gone through that whole process of studying and experiencing and trying to figure out that whole twin flame thing. People talk about how it's some kind of part of Greek mythology, but you know, I've been Greek my whole life, so I never heard that story until recently, maybe about 5-6 years ago. It is a very interesting perspective. I feel like, okay, if we can have twin flames, can't we have tri-flames? What about quad flames? I also feel like the twin flame thing and the soulmate thing, you don't have to be lovers. You don't need to have a romantic relationship for someone to be your twin flame or for somebody to be your soulmate. You know, while romantic soulmate partners and a romantic twin flame relationship can be a little bit more difficult, they say, it doesn't have to be as difficult as society wants you to think. In anything, really. It's only difficult because, you know, we're programmed to be made to think everything has to be difficult and hard, and you have to work real hard to get what you want. But really, you know, Martin Luther King was right. The mind is a terrible thing to waste. Powerful your mind is. So start using it. Stop wanting and start expecting, because the more you want, that's all you're going to get is more wanting. So yeah, think about what you want. I put a new video out about manifesting. It has been on YouTube for a while because I did the podcast with my friend Phoenix. Great. And I have something in my eyeball. Ouch. Excuse me.
Power on. Now in SB7 mode.
If there's any good spirits there that want to hang out with us tonight, please touch the REM pod. Okay, spirit, to stop. I'm going to reset you. If there's any spirits there any good spirits there that want to speak to us tonight. Okay, so the green means that it's furthest away from the REM pod. Okay, back to green. All right. Welcome back to the Chammy. I can see you. How are you tonight? Okay, I'm back. Let's see. I'm gonna put some things in chat. I can't believe did it just say the doors? What about the doors? Spirit, what's your name? Or do any spirits there want to do any spirits there want to talk to us tonight? Tell us your name. Come on, tell me your name. Tell me what you like to be called. Okay, maybe they're unable to speak through the spirit box. So they're more inclined to speak to me through the REM pod is what it is. So pardon your mouth, spirit? What? Did it just call me a dick? What? Spirit, are you here with me? Are you close to the house? It said, yep. Derp to you too, Spirit. Tell me, Spirit, do you visit this place often? Spirit, do you visit this place often? What's your name? Okay, let's see if anybody is around. Why is it so bright on the screen? It is so weird. Spirit, what's your name? I just want to know. Can you tell me your name? God, it's kind of getting crazy with this REM pod. I can't stand it. Let me turn it off for a minute. Spirit, what's your name? Let's see if I can clean this up. what's her name? Okay, okay. Maybe I just found the sweet spot. I think I found the sweet spot. Okay. Spirit, are you here with me now? I'll try the REM pod again. But I'm gonna put it on low. Reset it. Spirit, touch the REM pod if you're unable to speak into the spirit box. Spirit, do you live here in the house with me? Are any of you here now? Have you been here before? Do you understand me, Spirit? Do you understand me, Spirit? No? Are you bilingual? Said no. So is that the only word you know, Spirit? It just said yeah. Oh, you're a comedian, aren't you? Well, it's just you and I tonight, Spirit. So feel free to ask me questions too. Are you happy? I'm happy. Are you happy, Spirit? Is there anything that I can do to help you tonight? How can I help you, Spirit? Spirit, what's your name? Did you say that your name is Shell? Do you want to talk about it, Shell? Are there any other spirits there? Gosh. Are there any other spirits there with Shell? Shell, do you live here in the haunted house with me? Have you lived here before? No? Do you visit my home often? Have you been here before, Spirit? Are you close by? If you're unable to speak through the spirit box, please touch the REM pod. You can touch it. You can touch it. And it'll turn all these awesome lights on. Spirit, can you tell me where you are? Spirit, where are you? Do you have any unfinished business? Is the little girl buried under the house? Is she here? Just said yeah. Is that you? Are you a doppelganger? Kevin thinks you're a doppelganger. Is the little girl buried under the house a doppelganger? Well, if you are, you've been a nice one. Thanks for not scaring the crap out of me anymore. Appreciate it. Did you just say you're welcome? Hi. If I don't know how to tell you how to use the spirit box. So maybe if you just speak into the speaker's here. Here, I'll put it on top of the orgone generator. If you need energy, Spirit, use the orgone generator. It creates life chi energy. Please do not take energy from me. Do not take energy from the pets in the house or the people in the house. Do not touch me. Do not touch anyone. Only touch yourself and the REM pod, Spirit. My name is Stormy. What's your name? I come in peace and respect. Can I know your name, please, or what you like to be called respectfully? How many of you are there? Hi. Work. Yes, I'm working, Spirit. You're right. This is what I do for a living. I chase you guys around, and then I chase paper around too. Spirit, is there anything that you want to tell me tonight? Anything I can help you with before I close the spirit portal and go to bed? Okay, I just thought it would be fun to come by and chat with you. Yes, here, Spirit. Yes. I am here. Are you here, Spirit? Spirit, do you have a place to live? Do you live anywhere in particular, Spirit? Do you sleep? Do you sleep, Spirit? No? Okay. Do you dance or eat or anything? Is there anything I can offer you to bring you joy? Spirit, are you happy? Are you sad, Spirit? Help. How can I help you, Spirit? I'm here to help you. That's what I do. I help the living, the dying, and the already dead. I'm a death midwife. Do you need any help with anything? Are you afraid? It's just like kind of made my skin crawl. That sound. It's like a pin drop. Spirit, is there anything you'd like to tell me? No? Okay. All right. Huh. Hi, Spirit. Spirit, I have some more questions for you. I'm just getting my list. Whiskers on kittens, wrapped up in mittens. Okay, Spirit, I've got the questions. Spirit, were you once human? Were you once human, Spirit? Don't want to get a copyright strike. You didn't hear that algorithm. Spirit, are you a human? Were you once human, Spirit? Were you once human, Spirit? Can you tell me? Are you supernatural? Or are you hypernatural? Do you even know? I guess that website doesn't want to load. God, that light is so bright. I'm gonna go blind. Okay, Spirit. So do you have any loved ones with you or friends? Okay. Do any of them want to speak? Park. Are you up in the park? Are you up in the park, Spirit? Spirit, are you up in the park? Spirit, come on, tell me. What do you need? What do you want? How can I help you tonight? Did you have a favorite food when you were alive? Is there anything that you miss about being alive, Spirit, or about your life? Can you tell me the year you passed away? Do you maybe know where you are right now? Can you maybe describe what you might look like? It's so weird asking a ghost that question, I know, but I'm sorry. I apologize. I called you a ghost. I didn't mean to. You're a spirit. I'm not here to treat you like you're dead. Spirit, do you have any pets in the afterlife? That's interesting. Oh, it's bright. Oh, it's really bright. I'm gonna be blind. I don't close this. Turn. the light down. Hey, Franken Dad.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm all right, Daddy.
It's almost 2 o'clock, babe.
I can tell time.
Take a break, okay?
I just got started.
You just started?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not going to bed anytime soon. Okay, back to the questions. Spirit, can you describe what you look like? That is the weirdest question. Like, you don't look like anything to me because I can't see you, but I have friends who can see you. What if I brought them over sometime? Would you want to talk to someone who can see you? No? Everyone said sure. Okay. Do you often visit this place? Do you often visit this place, Spirit? Do you enjoy music? What if I played some music for you? I'm not going to play guitar for you, but I'll put some music on for you maybe? Yep, okay. I don't want to wake up the neighbors. Or the Franken Dad. Spirit, what's something you're proud of? So what is something you were proud of in life? Whew. I feel like goosebumps. Let's see if I can find you some music. Spirit, could you tell me about your favorite place to visit? Where's your favorite place to visit, Spirit? Is it too fast for you maybe? And slow it down a little. Maybe the speed is wiping out your voice. Is that a little better? Do you visit this place often? Don't want a copyright strike. Skip. Okay, Spirit, I'm gonna put some music from Final Fantasy 11 on, and I hope you enjoy it because it's my favorite music. Okay, Spirit. Were you happy when you lived your life? Ugh. Yeah, that's my back. Do not touch me. It will burn you. Yeah, told you not to touch me. I'm on fire. I am fire. What? What, spirit? Do you often visit this place? What's your name? Are there any spirits that want to tell me their name or what they like to be called? I like to be called Stormy. Ooh. Is it just cold, or are you here with me, spirit, now? Did it just go doo-doo? Copying the music? You're a freak, spirit. Oh, it just said thank you. Okay, let me ask you a question. Are you a Britney Spears fan from 2007? Okay, all right. Was there a historical event during your time that had impacted you? Do you wish to communicate your feelings or any messages with me tonight? You know, I'm just going to be here painting my nails. If you want to chat. Oh my God. Did it just say Chloe? It's warm in here. You're right. You're right. It is warm in here. It just read Chloe. So you can read, spirit. Can you read? Are you one of them that can read? Just read the book. Hey, Pammy Bear. How are you, sweetheart? Hail, Pammy Bear. How are you feeling tonight, sweetheart? Is it cold up there? Or have you gone on your adventure and someplace new now? Can you hear me? I woke up today. Yes, me too. I woke up today. Well, I woke up today and I had like 3 hours of sleep, and then I had to have a business meeting with the grief counseling center I work for. God, today was so beautiful. It got to 52. That's shorts weather in Boston. 40 now, not bad, not bad. It was 0 here last night. Well, 0 Celsius at least. It got better though. I put some nice thick blankets under the shears, so that's keeping that cold air away, and it seeps in through the old windows. Oh my God, it's so cold. Yeah, I'm glad it's warmed up in here, but the neighbors upstairs have their heat on this year, and the new neighbors downstairs have their heat on, so that helps a lot as well. Because I tell you, I was freezing my Greek statue off. It's really bad. I'm not looking forward to when it actually goes down to 1. Then I'm going to have to order myself a couple curries and keep them in the fridge so I can warm up from the inside out. That's all that helped me last winter. Was when it got really cold like that in the house. But I'm going to call city ordinance on Monday morning and talk to them about what the landlord's doing to us about not fixing the heat, not fixing the furnace, at least. And I am going to also call Atlanta Gas and Light or one of those gas companies, or I'm going to call somebody and figure out if somebody can help my dad maybe with getting some kind of heating service, because it's just ridiculous. But thank you so much for the advice last night. I really appreciate it. Yeah, I have definitely layered up. I put like 3 shirts on and like 3 different pajama bottoms, like leggings, long johns, and some sweats. Southern, low 65. It gets a little bit cold, and I'm like, yeah, I remember you were telling me about your landlord. Yeah. Who knows? Maybe someday I'll get to buy the haunted house. He wants like $350,000 in cash. But, the electricity really needs to be looked at and possibly rewired. There's a lot that needs to be done. This floor needs to be renovated. Upstairs, downstairs is completely renovated, but still this floor. And the electricity needs to be checked out professionally for sure. Let me turn the spirit box down. Did you hear that cute little noise that Spirit just made? There we go. Now it'll only if a word comes through, it'll say something instead of all that. I know y'all get below 0. I know. It'll get down to 1 or 2. I remember one winter, a couple of winters ago. I think it might have been 2021 and 2. I literally slept on the fireplace hearth with the fire going. It was that cold. Ugh. Just call me Cinderella. Cinder Stormy. But yeah, I know y'all get really cold up there, and I won't say where you are for your privacy reasons. That was kind of a creepy voice that came through the box. I'm cute. Okay, whatever, Spirit. Stop flirting with me. Pam's cute too, I hate cold too. I'm from St. Petersburg, so it's pretty warm down there. I grew up on Clearwater Beach. It was like beautiful, and then we moved to Boston. And I spent most of the rest of my life growing up in Boston, and then we moved back to Atlanta because there was a time there where we lived in Atlanta for about a year because Dad had a really good job. Then I got my sponsorship for Berklee School of Music, and I went there and auditioned and got in. Went for about 2 years. But I didn't continue because I didn't finish with Berklee School of Music because they wanted me to sign. They wanted me and my friend Taka, who's an incredible guitar player from Japan, to sign some papers that state if we wanted to continue the scholarship for the next 2 years, we had to sign over our rights to Berklee School of Music, which would mean that everything that we did, every song that we made, every performance we did, anything we did in the public they would basically own us, have the rights for it. It did the same thing to a singer called Paula Cole. I don't know if you've ever heard of her. She's a really good singer. And him and I looked at each other and we're just like, this. We're going to move to LA and be rock stars. And we did at 17 years old. I didn't stay for very long, though, because he had family established there, and I didn't, and it was just too expensive and really difficult for my dad to find a job. And then my mom found him a job in Atlanta, and the rest is history. But it was so stupid. Like the band, like we started a band, and then they suddenly realized they didn't want a girl singer. And I was like, okay, fine. I'll go back to my cardboard box on Skid Row. But we left and went back to Atlanta. And the spirit box just said Molly. But I'm glad I didn't stay in LA. Atlanta is one of the most beautiful places in the country. Bam, you're so cute. It's good to see you. I started to go more to the orthopedic doctor this year. I'm not on crutches as much as I was last year, which is totally a cool thing. But I am having some problems with like my elbows because, the impact from that steering wheel. And so I'm going to be going, the orthopedic doctor I went to see who does elbows and knees said that he thinks that what's going on with me is my spine. So I need to go to a spine doctor, which I already have so much on my plate. I need to start breaking plates this month. So I probably might not. I don't think I'll make it to orthopedic doctor till January because I have to go to the dentist, go to the eye care person. I have to take Dad to the dentist and eye care. And then he has a surgery on the 20th. So it's very overwhelming. It's like Christmas. What's that? But thank God it's not cancer. Thank God it's not cancer. So, and it's kind of upsetting. I mean, he's still recovering from the chemo. In fact, I'm going to have to take him to the dentist because the repercussions and the recovering from chemo have messed up some of his dental work. Because what happens when you're on chemo is like it can turn your gums, your fingers, your toes, your feet black. Now, it does heal over time, but it takes some time. But he's doing great either way. I'm so grateful and thankful. Definitely. It's just Paula. Pam. It's really amazing how like healthy, fit, and well he is. Sorry, I didn't mean to call you Paula, but I do have a friend named Paula. So Pam, Paula. Maybe Paula's thinking about me. Paula, are you there on the spirit box with Melanie? Paula, are you there? Paula, Melanie, Suzanne, Shirley, if any of you are there, say something on the spirit box. Interesting. You're pretty cool yourself, Spirit. Let's just turn it up a little. I do have more questions for you, Spirit, if you want to tell me your name. But you know what I do love, Pam? I love like one of those warm, snowy days. Like it snowed, it's not snowing anymore. The house is almost covered with the snow. Everything's covered with the snow, and you step outside and like it's just so beautiful. I love that. Just fresh blanket of snow, the sun is shining. It's just there's something about it that's just so magical. I'll never forget the first time I ever made a snowman. That's how I met my best friend Melanie, who passed away of COVID in 2020. So I was out back in the yard, in the backyard, and I was trying to make a snowman like a sandcastle, because that's, I figured, well, why wouldn't you make a snowman like a sandcastle? I'm really huffing it and puffing it, trying to make this damn snowman like a sandcastle, and she came out with a Boston accent. She's like, that is not how you make a snowman. You want me to come over and help you make a snowman? You want to smoke a joint? And here I'm like, what? Like 13 years old. I'm like, no. But you can teach me how to make a snowman. She taught me how to make a snowman. And you roll it. I guess you roll the snow into a ball. It was really cool. And we were best friends ever since. And we were best friends for... God, we were best friends for like 20 years. It's crazy. Spring snow, yeah, it's beautiful. Like, actually, that's interesting that you say that, because that's exactly what I'm talking about, is that spring snow. Like, it will snow in Boston in May. Yeah. Melanie was a lot older than me. She was 19 and I was 13 when we met. It is hard. I mean, I think I just lost my mind when she passed away. And it was so crazy, because like she spent most of her life being like abused by her mom. And then her mom passed away and she just felt so free. And then I got in my car accident, died, and came back. And then 6 months later, she died. I was like, oh, fuck. Part of my friendship too. And it was so weird, because like she called me on the 10th of March. And she's like, I just got over pneumonia, but now I'm starting to not feel good anymore. And I was like, that's weird. I was like, go to the doctor, call someone to take you to the doctor or the hospital. She's like, no, because if I call somebody from the family, they're just going to think that I'm trying to get attention. They're going to think I'm just trying to get attention and sympathy. And I'm like, what's wrong with these people? So I was like, all right, just keep me updated, and I'll send you a little care package. And I just made some holistic medicines for her. Like, one of them is taking colloidal silver and mixing it with like oregano oil and CBD. And I made this little concoction for her to help her with her immune system. And I made some like CBD salve for her as well to help her with like her aches and pains. I sent it up there, and by the 23rd of March, which was her daughter's birthday, I could not get a hold of her. No one could get a hold of her. Even the cops were sent to her house, and the neighbor said, yeah, she's fine. But she was on the floor having an aneurysm. And her daughter found her mostly dead on the floor. My daughter used to get mad at me because her friends liked me and told her, your mom is so cool. I asked her, you think I'm acting different? And she said, no. That's what makes me so mad. You are cool, Pam. I think my mom became everybody's mom. My mom just always had something good to say about someone. She always had something sweet to say, and she was really cool. Oh, I miss her a lot. And you know what, Pam? I still live 10 minutes from the bitch who killed my mom. But you know what? At least it's not torturing me anymore. I got a lot of help to help me get past that, and so that I wasn't like being tortured by the fact that, she didn't spend the rest of her life in prison. Yeah, she got a couple years in jail. She lost her daughter. She lost, everything. But still, it's like now she's living like 10 minutes away. And I think I told you, she'll come by and leave like sympathy pizza and Lysol on my table outside. I don't really know why. I mean, her and I were friends for years too. I mean, was weird. But here was the problem with her. Here was the difference between her and Melanie. Melanie liked to drink and smoke cigarettes. Okay. But she didn't do drugs because her mom was a cokehead and abused her and picked drugs over her and her siblings. She didn't want to ever be that. But the girl who killed my mom, who was, I mean, she would literally give you the shirt off your back, but by the time of the end of it, she'd literally steal the shirt off your back. And she had a horrible, horrible, horrible fentanyl addiction that she was hiding from everyone. And I found her down at Starbucks smoking a Cowgirl Killer 100, having a venti cappuccino. And she had 2 fentanyl patches, 75 milligram release every 45 minutes on her chest right here. And she was chewing on one and dipping it into her cappuccino. Can you imagine? I was just like, what are you doing, Amy? She's like, I'm just sitting here and enjoying the sun. It's like 102 degrees outside. And I'm like, no, what's this on your chest, you know? And I'm like, you know, your daughter and your dog are over there in the car melting. You're just sitting out here. I'm like, get in your car and go home. I called the baby's daddy and was like, come get her now. Because Amy is at Starbucks wandering around, high as a kite. And I think she has a fentanyl addiction. So what fentanyl and opiates and things like that do to you is they unwire your brain. Yeah, you're right. She does have to live with her consciousness. You're right. That whole thing broke my heart. And then like, oh God. And then, but here's the thing. She really did show me several people's colors around me as well after the fact, because the day that I found out she was trying to get sober. Amy was trying to get sober. Her baby daddy was like, let's get back together. Let's get an apartment. Let's be a family. And she was going through a divorce and she needed to move out of the McMansion that she had. And she gave me the key because she was literally sick and ill, I guess, from the Suboxone. But see, the thing is that she lied to us that day. She went down to the drug rehab place and traded her Suboxone for real opiates. Came home, did a bunch of them, got really sick. The baby daddy called me that morning, was like, can you please go check on Gigi? And so Micah and Andy and I went over there to check on Gigi, who at the time was only 7. Now I think she might be 15. But she was running around with butcher knives, going crazy. So Micah and Andy put the butcher knives away and entertained the baby in the living room while I tried to get Amy sober. I ended up having to go up to the McMansion because she needed a change of clothes. The baby needed her reading glasses to go to summer school the next day, and needed a change of clothing too because they were moving and everything. I get to the McMansion, right? I drive up there with Micah. I get into the medicine cabinet to get the aspirin and the baby's glasses, and I find a missing prescription that belonged to my mom as well. It's a prescription that my mom needed for antibiotics. And my mom got sepsis because she did not have that prescription. And at that moment, I was just like, wow, I took a picture of it. I left the medicine where it was. I took a picture of it. I went home. I compared the numbers on the RX that I had, the leftover. They have papers and it shows you information about medication. And I was I just couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. Like I kept having to ask like my friends, is this really happening? I'm like, this isn't happening, right? And they're like, it's happening. So I go back to her new apartment, knowing that, she was the culprit of what happened to my mom. She stole my mom's prescription. And because my mom didn't have that prescription, she died. But I get back to the apartment and she's literally overdosing. So I called 911. And you know what her baby daddy said to me? He's like, I don't understand why you're calling 911 when she did what she did to you. Because I told him when I got to the apartment. I'm like, I don't really know if I can go in because I'm really angry with her and you're the one that's going to have to deal with her since you're living with her now. But he's like, I mean, what kind of person says that? She's dying on the floor, called 911. It doesn't matter if she did what she did to my mom. Get her up. it was just a very strange experience. 911 came, they helped her, but she denied treatment. So we left, and I never saw her again as much as possible. She'd try to call me, talk to me, email me, come over. But I ended up, I ended up calling DFAX the next day and saying, look, this is what's going on. I need to tell somebody. I've told the police they're not really sure if there's anything they can do. Because at that point, it was like a year later. My mom passed away on 8/8/14. And this was probably June 2015. But I feel a lot better about it now because of the spirit box. I can talk to my mommy sometimes. In fact, I did not believe in the spirit box until I got it and tried to talk to her. And I heard her voice, and she said something to me that only my mom would say. Now, a lot of skeptical people, a lot of Christians, a lot of people would say, oh, it's just a demon trying to coerce you into doing bad. But no, I don't believe in that shit. I don't believe in things that I can't give a meaning to. Does that make sense? I'll give a meaning to demons and not let other people choose for me. But I do feel a lot better about it now, Pam. Whereas I used to just cry every day, all day, for years. Because it's like, how do you get past something like that on your own? But I met all the awesome people that helped me along to get here today where I am now with it. Do I wish I did things differently? Of course. Like I wish that I had not have trusted her so much. But after knowing her most of my life, it was, she was a gaslighter and what did she say she was clinically diagnosed with? Oh, pathological liar. That's right. Sociopath. So if somebody is a sociopath and they know it, and they can use it to their advantage. And the thing about being a sociopath is that it can be genetic, but it can also be brought on by trauma and fear, and PTSD, depending on what you've been through. So her dad was a sociopath, and if you, I guess it can be passed down genetically, but it can, like I said, it can also be caused by trauma. Hers didn't start until, she was also a lot older than me. I mean, I think Amy was born in 1971. So like 15 years older than me. Maybe even closer to 20 years. I'm counting. Something like that. She was a lot older than me. Yeah, she was. And then it's interesting the way they found her because I guess the baby had been out playing with the kids in the neighborhood and with the dog. And I guess next thing you know, baby daddy's calling me like, have you seen my child or her hideous mother? I'm like, no, thank God. But I am concerned about the baby. So what's up? He's like, well, I went over there and no one's there. The baby's not there. I can't get her on the phone. It's been 24 hours. I'm like, oh shit. So the neighbors had ended up calling the cops because the baby was out roaming around after dark with a dog. Nobody watching after her, no one to take care of her, anything. And they found her wandering around, going from house to house, asking where her mommy was too. The whole time this bitch is up at CVS, she bought like $400 worth of makeup and bought black hair dye, went into the bathroom of the CVS, dyed her hair black, put on all this shit makeup and wasn't happy with her makeover, and then went to the counter and argued like for half an hour with them to return her $400 because she did not like her makeover. So she spent all these hours doing that because, you know, people get on cocaine or meth or heroin or opiates, I guess, and they get these wild ideas and they think they're great ideas, and they're not. So by the time she did get home, she was so high and, you know, and messed up and had gone through this crazy experience at CVS that she literally got out of the car and handed her purse to the police officer in a daze because of all the cops that were all over the house. And they got in her purse and she ended up going to jail for several years. So I was like, kudos. Manifested. But I also called DFX. You know, I had called DFX and kept calling DFX because the police would do nothing. And, you know, the police are useless. Useless as a sore dick. That's actually what my neighbor says, not me. Part of my friendship, too. My neighbor's an ex-cop, and that's how he feels about the local police department. But yeah, she was using her issue to get away and make excuses for her behavior. Yup, yup. Well, thanks for coming to see me tonight, Pam. I appreciate it. I hope you and your family have a good Christmas. And Happy New Year, too. I'm going to make lasagna and cannolis and a Greek salad, per usual. I don't like all that ham and turkey stuff for Christmas. And might make some ambrosia salad, too. Are you cooking, or is your daughter cooking? You got any plans? Go get some rest. I should probably go to bed too, as I drank this cup of coffee at bumfuck o'clock. What is it, 2:22 a.m. or something? Can't see. I've been awake so long. I had to have a meeting this morning with the call center that I work for, and gosh, I worked all night, and then I didn't get to sleep till 6, and then I had a really difficult time sleeping because there were people outside with their leaf blowers, and finally I was just like, fudge this, and went to my meeting on Zoom, and I just stayed up all day. So I was like, if I go to sleep now, I won't sleep tonight. Now it's tonight and I still haven't slept. I mean, I had a little like break, some meditation time. I ate a little bit of food, but God, have I eaten tonight? I don't know. Now I'm probably just going to get off YouTube and go play my guitar. Because everyone's asleep. And I could probably lay some guitar tracks and then I'll go to bed. Don't really feel like I want to. I made Thanksgiving dinner as a recovering vegan this year. I don't know that I'll ever do that again. I don't know that I could do it again. I mean, I can make all the fixins and stuff, but I think next time, maybe I'll just order Thanksgiving dinner, or we'll just do like, hot dogs or something. Anyways, I think I'm going to go to bed. I've been here for a little while and it's kind of late. Spirit, do you have any last words that you want to tell us before we turn off the spirit box and go night-night? What do you want to tell me, Spirit? Anything? Okay, I guess we're just going to go hang out tomorrow night instead. All right, Spirit. Good night. Boo to you too.
Power off.
All right, nighty night, sweetheart. Be good to yourself with your thoughts. I'll see you soon. Pleasant dreams to you too, honey. Hey, JD, how are you, sweetheart? It's so good to see you. How have you been? I was thinking about you the other day and wondering how you're progressing through your manifestations with your tarot card readings. Good night, Pam. Sweet dreams, honey. I'll see you in the morning. Okay. So are you spending more time wanting or are you spending more time expecting? I find myself, I have to ask, am I wanting or am I expecting? Wanting, expecting. Because wanting is going to lead to more wanting. It can drive you crazy. Same old, okay. And try not to worry too much. Give yourself a pat on the back for all that you have done and all that you do. Putting your best efforts towards your desires and your goals in life. I want to know how I'm going to navigate finances when it seems over time is dwindling. I'm sorry, over time is what? I'm saying double. Seems over time is dwindling. Okay, I read that correctly. Well, first ask yourself, how do you want it to go? What are you, once again, it's just like with everything else. What are you telling yourself? You're saying that over time is dwindling. So it's going to dwindle. It's like, just like when I say, man, work is so slow and it will get slow. What you embody, what you expect, you're going to experience it. Oh, why are people at jobs so mean? God. Okay. Oh, I gotta do another photo shoot because the picture's grainy. I wonder if I could, maybe it's not the original one. I'll have to go and look later after a nap. Oh, I hate when that happens. Oh, I hate when that happens. It reminds me of the creep from the movie Kill Bill, where he's the manager, where he's like, see your name? Marked out. You're not working tomorrow. See your name there and there and there. And the guy, like, such a bully at the bar. Sounds like the people you work for are bullies. Have you gone to HR to ask them what the fudge? And ask yourself, I mean, what's going to happen if, your overtime is dwindling? Are you going to be okay financially? No, that's not what I mean. That's not what I mean. I'm not meaning that you manifested that in any way for yourself. I understood that you literally saw it. But what I'm saying is that things like this can get us in a state of mind that we, that doesn't serve us. Like you asking, I want to know how am I going to navigate finances when it seems overtime is dwindling. So this is how you're going to navigate your finances. You're going to write down everything that you have as a bill monthly that you have to pay. Okay. Anything that doesn't serve you. Okay. Anything that's added extra bonus that you might not be able to afford. You need to budget everything that you pay for monthly. Your food, your rent, your bills, your electricity, because you need this stuff so that you can keep your job and keep working and keep thriving. Okay. So ask yourself, overtime is how you pay your bills crap. Have you told them this? So you have to think about what your bills are. What can you do and what can't you do with what income will come in despite not having overtime. All right. If you're going to be short on food and you've got to get that money together to have it for your bills, there are plenty of places where you can get food, like food pantries and churches that will literally help you. Okay. I promise, JD. So you might be able to, go to a place like Aldi's and get some food there instead of going to maybe like, or someplace it's like, I would focus on what's the most important bills. Are there subscriptions that you don't really need? Get rid of them. Is there something that you might do that is not really necessary? Or are you like me? It's like you've got to make this certain amount of money every month in this way, or else. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I understand. Yeah, I understand. But still, once again, that's another limiting belief and circumstance that we can put ourselves into as well by thinking, people know your situation and then they treat you whatever. So are you telling yourself that people will treat you whatever? Because sometimes just tweaking the way that you feel about things, turning on a little bit more hope for yourself, turning on a little bit of light that people don't treat you whatever. Nobody ever treats me whatever. And nobody will treat you whatever if you can reassess and reevaluate that limiting belief and circumstance. That's all that is. I know mean people suck. Okay, mean people suck. People just suck. I'm sending you a big virtual hug of love, JD. I really am, and I'll be thinking of you. But please think about writing down all the bills that are necessities only. Electric, internet, cable in case you have to do work at home or you want some entertainment. Maybe your water, maybe your gas. I don't know what your bills are. Maybe your phone. And then the food that you might eat. You might be able to save a lot of money. Maybe, I don't know if you eat out every day. I don't know if you Uber every day. I don't know what you do. But even just taking the initiative to maybe start cooking at home. The produce section has a really good array of vegetables and fruits and options for food. And I mean, you could get salads for a week for $10. Salads for a week for $10. Then go over to the frozen food section, get yourself some frozen chicken or whatever meat you like and throw it in your salad. I mean, there's all kinds of different ways that, yeah, I could do a tarot card reading for you around the situation, but I just wanted to give you some stable, personal advice from me on what I do, because I have a limited income and I have some trolls they've been really, really hardcore and, cruel. And it has deterred my financial situation to the point where it's like, oh my God, I overwork, I overstress, and I don't even know why they treat me the way they treat me. I don't know why they come here and abuse the channel, they abuse my clients. I don't even know these people. It's like, what? But obviously I do now. So I have to change the way I think about them. I have to change the way I feel about the trolls, I can't sit here and be like, they treat me like whatever. they don't even think about me because I don't even think about them. I mean, we're talking about them right now. But the key is this. You only talk about what you want to talk about. You don't talk about the things that you don't want. Okay? And when you do say something or you talk about something you don't want, or that is that is negative or doesn't serve you, keep in mind that just because you do talk about it, or you need to talk about it, or you think about it, doesn't mean that you necessarily have messed up the manifestation that you want within regards to what you desire. Okay, because what you desire is already yours. It's just science. Like, they've proven that your mind, can really move a mountain with a cup of water. So I'm just trying to put your power back in your hands and let you know that these whatever people, it's going to be okay. They're going to give you your overtime back. They're going to consider you because they know how well you are at doing that overtime, because nobody else wants to do overtime. I don't know, like, be creative, have fun being creative around it. And maybe just start looking for a secondary job online, remote from home, or get on Solitaire Clash and maybe have some fun playing it. You could bring in an extra $30-$40 a month. Sometimes Molly wins $100, $200 on that thing. You get on Survey Junkie, do some surveys in your board time if you have free time. Yeah, you might only make $1 a day doing a couple of, but at the end of the month, that's like $30. And it will all add up. I don't know how much money you're losing doing overtime, but you're smart. Okay? You're a smart person, JD. You're going to figure this out, hun. And if you need someone to talk to about it, you can always come and talk to me. Or email me at gypsyqueencardreader@gmail.com. Let me know if you want to get a reading. I'll be here. I've been here for an hour and a half, so I need to go and just take a 2-minute break. And I'll be right back, all right? You can get the $6 taco box, which is 3 questions. You can get, a regular, like, if you just want to ask one question, do a $10. I don't have the $10 up tonight, but I'll give you the $10 if you want. Hey, Bernie, welcome to the Chammy. How are you? Oh, Leslyn girl. Hi, sweetheart. It's good to see you, honey. How's life treating you? Thank you so much for coming back. Oh, Dad has to have surgery on December 20th, but he's going to be okay. He's doing really well. The dogs are good. I'm good. I'm just overworked and underpaid. Oh, there I go, JD, again with my limiting beliefs and circumstances. I am lazy as fuck and make tons of money. I'll be right back. I got to pee something fierce. Won't take long. I'm back. I'm glad to see that you're good, Leslie. I'm good too. In fact, I'm fantastic. My is God, I love this song. Is anybody there? Why is it quiet, baby? Good night. Welcome back, JD. But yeah, if you want to do a reading before I go, we can. Your nose is running. You tired? You tired? JD, did you make a payment? You can also do there are a lot of temp jobs as well, JD. I don't know if that would be something, people looking for seasonal work and stuff like that. That might be something you could look towards. Go out there and look maybe for signs that, like, maybe you'll see places that have now hiring signs or something that just need like handiwork or task work. Another thing that you can do, there are websites. I can't remember what they're called, but I know you could probably find something like on Fiverr, people who want to hire people to do like handiwork or things for them, tasks for them, to get some extra cash as well to help you through this. Do you have any loved ones or family that you can like make aware of it, so that if you have any issues that maybe you can fall back on them with a little help? That song, I get by with a little help from my friends, from the Beatles? Let me see what that website is. Do you have Delilah Bell's YouTube channel also? She always has something that like immediate hire kind of stuff that's part-time. I don't know if you work full-time or part-time, but here is, you can come back to these links later too. Oh God, that is not a short link. We won't be using that. So try remote.com. That's one of them that you can get hired for tasks. Let's see what else. Flex jobs, freelance.com, Fiverr. I know you've heard of Fiverr before. I don't know what you do, JD, but you might find some work there. And if I can think of anything else, maybe I can email you. I don't know if I have your email or not. Have you ever emailed me before at gypsyqueencardreader@gmail.com? Okay, do me a favor. When you get some time, just email me there. I'll email you back with some links tomorrow if you want me to. Some links of websites that are going to help you, okay, make some extra cash or look for extra places to kind of do things to make some extra cash in your time of need. And I'll, and if I don't hear from you on the email, then I'll just keep making a list for you. And then when I see you in chat again, I will give you the links. Or even better, I'll put the links on my community tab for everyone, and you can come back and look. We'll figure it out. You'll figure it out. I just know in my heart you will, okay? Just keep the faith and trust the process, all right? You are not alone. You're welcome, sweetheart. Thank you. Thanks for coming by and chatting with me. If you want to get a reading, let me know. If you don't, that's fine, because I'm going to go to bed here soon. Because I'm sleepy. Yeah, I'm just going to pull a couple of cards for you, okay? And if you want to give me a tip, you can. If you don't want to, that's fine too. Let's just see what Spirit says for fun. I'll get the liminal space deck. Spirit, what does JD need to know about their job, their finances, things like that? Can you tell JD tonight that they need to know about the situation? Enough is a feast. Yeah, Spirit's worried about your eating situation. It's like, is a Spirit saying, make sure you eat well and focus on not only just the fact that your health is going to be important, your stability is going to be important based on, what you are eating. So please eat well, Spirit says. All right. And your food is going to bring you comfort at this time, especially. Spirit says, they are watching out after you with the situation. They are protecting you. And the eyelashes, it says no weapon shall form, against you. Sometimes we become our own worst weapon in situations like this, but I think in this case, no, you didn't do anything wrong. Spirit does have your back, and they are watching over you. Down in the river, yeah. If you're getting down, are you feeling down about it? Just go and get in touch with some nature. Get the sunlight, the moonlight on your face. Breathe the fresh air. It's going to help you go from being down to uplifting you a little bit. And Spirit says that, you know, hand in hand you shall go and know thyself. You know, wherever you go, there you are, JD, with your thoughts, your feelings, you know, and Spirit is all around you. Okay. Cards at the end of the day, you know, they're not really an answer, but, you know, they are an answer, but not the solution. You have to take the action with your thoughts, your feelings, and physically your actions, Spirit saying. And with those actions, you know, always take the high road. But of course, you're always going to take the high road. But especially take the high road for yourself, to protect yourself. You know, Spirit really appreciates when people are loving themselves, putting their ideals in a place where they feel safe, they feel stable. It's really important for you at this time to do what you can to stay emotionally stable. So good food, healthy food is going to, you know, influence that very, very much in your life right now. Enough is a feast. You know, just eating well is going to be enough to carry you through this. So I don't know how you eat or what you eat, but your food and reevaluating all that this month with your bills. Get rid of subscriptions you don't need. You know, don't pay over extra for things you don't need. Yeah, I can see you're right here. The boogeyman after your money. You got to kill this off. The poor dog wants me to go to bed and she's in the hallway crying. So Ariel is an energy. It's a male fairy, you know, that's come to this reading to let you know that you embodying the change of what's happening, you taking the opportunity to put yourself first in this situation, especially your mental wealth. And the reason I say your mental wealth is because Ariel over here is very associated with the air element, which within a regular tarot deck is associated with swords, the sword suit, which is associated with the mind and the clarity of the mind. So eating well is going to help you keep your clarity. But Spirit is also saying, you know, don't forget to do the spiritual work that you do regularly to help you keep that mental wealth, that clarity coming every day, so that you can crush this boogeyman over here. See that boogeyman? After your money, honey, you got to turn your back on this energy and start embodying Ariel here. Which also you see the hawk. Think about a hawk. Think about an eagle. Think about that energy, because this is very much saying that this is like, you know, this is your animal omen. This is the spirit animal that you're embodying this month. You're gonna have to be like a hawk. I'll get you a couple tarot cards too, to see what you need to know about your financial situation a little bit more in depth. Are things gonna work out for JD? Are they gonna pan out? Like, is it gonna happen at his job with like the people, the men, the women that they work with, that JD works with? Like, are they gonna, you know, are they gonna treat JD better? And will JD be able to get the overtime back that they need? Okay, so Spirit says, you know, it is very much a possibility that just, you know, tweaking your thoughts and feelings about it will work out. But it came in slanted. It wasn't like up or down. It was slanted. So it's a little bit like, maybe these people will, you know. Now, as far as the overtime work, you will get your overtime work back. You will find the compensation for that overtime work. You remember, you are the magic wand. Don't let anyone take your power away from you, JD. I know how difficult it is. I know how difficult it is. Like, I mean, the call center today, I had a meeting today because they basically treat me like crap. And but the one person that doesn't treat me like crap there, we had a nice meeting about all my problems, and they're getting fixed now. All I had to do was just go to that one person, and that one person just had to show up and made it a lot better. So who is the one person at your job that is so commendable of you to not miss work otherwise? That is so, like, I admire that about you. I admire people who go into work like that, and my dad was that kind of guy. I don't think he ever missed a day of work. I really don't. He was having heart surgery and trying to go into work at the same time. But yeah, I do really admire that about you. Keep that good work ethic. Keep me updated. If you want to give me a tip, you can. If you can't afford it tonight, I understand. But I just kind of wanted to run all that by you. You will get your money. You just have to do a little tweaking up here. They're not going to treat you like whatevs if you don't let them in your mind. You are going to get your overtime back in no time. I don't know like what you were sick with or what you do to stay on top of things with your health, but too much backstabbing. God, what do you do? Yeah, it sounds like the tarot community. It's all the fake psychics, Jesus Christ. Migraine? Okay, so you get migraines? Is that what you're saying? Oh God, I've been to the ER for migraines too. I've got 3 benign brain tumors. Actually, I need to go to the neurologist and get them checked up. I'm pretty sure everything's fine, but even though they told me that, I was like, I don't believe it. I'm going to shrink my brain tumors. So here's what I did to fix the migraine thing. I went down I just started writing down what I was eating if I got a headache. I started writing down what I had to drink when I got a headache. When I got the headache, I started to write down what it was that I was doing, and then did the exact opposite. Here's another thing that might help you with migraines is, where is it? Well, this is not it, but this is the company that I use for my essential oils. It's called Nature's Truth. God, I gotta do my nails. Don't look at those. So it's called Nature's Truth. You need to get some peppermint essential oil. And I say get Nature's Truth because it's only like $5 on Amazon. Everywhere else it's like $8. Thank you so much for that donation. Is there any other questions you want to ask? Let me know. You need to get some peppermint. When you start to feel that headache coming on, put the peppermint on the temples, okay? Put it on your ears, all right? Put it on your neck and the back of your shoulders. Put it on the inside of your wrists. You can even put it on the inside of your elbows. And follow it up with some lavender essential oil. Because what the peppermint's going to do, it's going to cool down the vessels in your brain and in your bloodstream. Like, it's going to calm all that down. It's going to cool all that down. And then when you put the lavender on top, it's going to soothe. So it's going to cool and soothe you down and help you kind of just get rid of that headache sooner than later. But make sure you take your aspirin or your Tylenol or whatever it is you take for your headache. But getting that peppermint and that lavender from Nature's Truth, it's going to change your life. You can also get these things called Migra Stick. I think it's MIG Migra Stick. But I stopped using the Migra Stick. It's just like a little tube, and you can roll the stuff on your skin. But I stopped getting it because there was some ingredient in it I didn't like that I didn't want to put into my body. And I just ended up getting the peppermint oil and the lavender, so I would have it in abundance instead of going and spending like $20 for a Migra Stick. But yeah, try the peppermint and lavender. Let me know if it works. It's always been a charm for me. And it's a nice extra added bonus. Come here, dog. What's wrong? Come here, cutie pie.
You precious little fatty.
I can't wait till Tuesday. It'll be a warmer day and I can give my dogs a bath. You want to know more around hours so I can plan ahead because they just didn't schedule? All right, we'll just have to see what Spirit says. Not sure how good I am at hours, but we'll see. Are you going to be okay? Are you all right? You sound like you were choking over there for a minute. Oh, okay. Cough it out. You want dwinks? You sound kind of thirsty. Let me get her a drink and then we'll ask the Spirit what you need to know about that stuff. Look, you haven't touched your water all day. Here, get a dwinks. I think she might have a hairball. It was so bad. No sleep, constant balance. Yeah. Oh my God, that's terrible. Did you ever go? Oh my God, my dog has a hairball. I swear that dog's a cat. She doesn't even play with dog toys. She just won't. Hold on. Here. Is that better? All right. Come here. You need to drink water. Oh, drink some water. There you go. Good girl. You gonna be okay? Okay, pom-pom tail. You just relax. Okay. Oh, when they will increase your hours. Okay. Well, don't do wins, but let's see what Spirit needs you to know. I'll get the fairies out too. They're pretty good at telling me secrets. Spirit, what does JD need to know about the increase in hours? Will it be this month? Will JD get the increase this month? Can you tell JD about returning to the normal work hours? I'm so sorry about the dog. Like, God, that sounds so gross. Dog has a hairball. Just trying to hack it up. Spirit, what does JD need to know about these hours? When will the job that JD has increase their hours to balance out things? No, you're right. The job environment is not what it used to be. I put in 500 applications this year. It's like trying to find a house. Like, where are all the houses and jobs? I guess all the rich people have them. I need like a total message here, Spirit. Oh my gosh, doggy. Let's see what Spirit has to say about the win. I don't do wins, but I will do a win for you. Spirit, what does JD need to know about when will the increase in hours to balance things out for JD happen? Why are there romance angels in this deck? It should not be we're not talking romance. Maybe Spirit wants me to pull one for you, so I will at the end. Spirit wants us to look at that card. Spirit, yes or no? Yes or no, Spirit? Okay, yes, your hours will increase. Things will get back together like the way they used to be. Will go back to normal. You just keep wearing that breastplate of love for yourself, though. Do what you can to stay balanced and keep that mental clarity in that sword. Especially wearing that breastplate of love. Give yourself some justice. Take a little better care of yourself. Be better to yourself with your thoughts. And you might even want to just consider, even though you're probably very different from these people that you work with, kind of reflecting them and trying to match their energy is going to help you so much during this time. Okay. Let's look at this card together. I really feel like the pixie is also saying, in unison with matching the people you work with's energy. The more you match their energy, the easier it's going to be your harvest with this pixie here. Here you are just harvesting away. Match their energy, but not be of them. You see what I'm saying? Spirit says aggressively hydrate regarding those headaches. The world really is truly in your hands. I feel like with the Temperance card here, which is Capricorn energy, before the first of the year, things will, in the next month, throughout December, it's going to change for you. Poker face. Poker face. You're just going to have to be your own backup, and don't forget to have some happiness and put things in order here with what it is that you want. Spirit says you're strong. Find comfort in knowing that you are liked and cared about at your job, because they like you because you know how to put things in order. Nobody else really wants to work overtime. They're all lazy. You're not. So your job also really appreciates that you have never been late before. They like that quality about you, or they probably would have fired you for 3 days off. Yeah, same. I try to separate emotions. I get psychopath, freaky, messed up tarot card readers who are fake coming in here and trying to, shit all over the floor and be rude to my friends and clients that come here and myself, telling us to kill ourselves and shut the fuck up. And it's really bad. But you know what? Fuck those snowflakes. Part of my friend shooting. And I got to separate the emotions from that and just stay in my power about it. I just feel so damn sorry for those trolls. I cannot stop the horrible things that they manifest for themselves. I cannot, worry about whatever head trip they're on. But what you just said is you're right. You have to separate emotions so you can pay your bills. Not worry about what the people at your work, what head trip they're on. You missed one day. Okay, don't beat yourself up over it. Don't put yourself on the naughty step for it. You missed one day. It's fine. Were you able to get a doctor's note or excuse for those days? I mean, what is the requirement? I mean, I'm surprised that they did this to you. I mean, it's so unfair. Oh my God, that's terrible. Did you go to the doctor and ask maybe why? Have you had your eyes checked, vision care, anything like that? Nature's Truth. I'm going to link you in. Well, looks like the aromatherapy essential oil has gone up a couple bucks, but it's okay. It's still cheaper than going to the supermarket and buying it. And see if I can find a link to share. Here we go. Oh, sweetheart, that's like the nicest thing anyone said to me in a while. I'm so happy that, I'm able to help you with the encouragement and help you find a little sunshine in your life. This little rain cloud. I'm giving you a big virtual hug of love. Okay. There's the peppermint from Amazon. Let me get the lavender because you can just use the peppermint only, but the lavender just makes it so much better. Because the peppermint can feel a little harsh, but then when you get that you get that lavender on it, and it's just like heaven. Oh my God, it's $9. Yeah, it's the holiday season. They want to bump up those prices, hardcore. So I'm going to give you the Nature's Oil lavender rub. I'm pretty sure if you want to, you could just go to Amazon and look up this brand and pick whatever you want. I'm pretty sure also that any brand would be good for you to use, but this just happens to be like, I'm not trying to be a cheapskate or anything, but it happens to be the best smelling and the purest that I have found. It seems to be pretty pure for the right price. And you might have a favorite essential oil that you like, but I hate when I go to get essential oils and they smell fake like candy. And these don't. So they also have it in a mist. You can get a mist, which I like the mist too because it comes in a metal can. And I like to take the mist and spray it on my face. But I've also found that I can just get my own, I can get my own, bottle, put water in it, a drop of peppermint and lavender, and spray me down so I can cool down when I get that headache going. They used to have to run me to the ER because I would get so sick with a migraine headache like this. And it would be from just too much stimulation, too much stress, too much, overdoing it. And thank you so much for your donation. I'm going to go buy some food tomorrow with that. I really, really appreciate it. The dogs need treats. The dad needs snacks. And I need to try to get some stuff for us to eat the next couple days before I have to pay another bill. So what I do is I make a list and I check it twice. And I put, okay, rent on the first. There's all that money. And then I have a couple of credit card bills the first couple of days of the month, right? And then I just try to put down, what day of the month does my health insurance, my vision insurance, my dental insurance, my car insurance. I gotta pay so much insurance. My life insurance. When does the payment for my medications have to go through? When does the credit card bills have to go through? And I make sure that I know what dates they are. And I make sure I'm working like a bat out of hell to get them paid. And I don't know what I would do without my dad. really be homeless. And the thing that sucks about our situation is that like the guy won't give us the lease because he's a total jerk, which makes you actually legally homeless in the state of Georgia if you don't own a home. Then that also makes it difficult for me to find a new place because now they have all this you gotta make 3 and 4 times the rent. So if the rent's like $1,500, which good luck finding rent like that for a 2-bedroom. How does somebody make money like that? They want you to make $4,000 and $5,000 and $6,000 to live in their piece of shit. And it has turned into, for me, like a shit story. So I just gave up. It doesn't mean that I gave up on manifesting what I want, which is to live, with my band and my dad, in Nashville, Music City, and be actively doing stuff with my band. But I just let it go because I know that the desire is already created in my thoughts and feelings. There's a lot of people going around making these manifestation videos and they're clipping them. They're saying their line and then they're stopping it and then they're saying it again and they're clipping it. And it's really annoying because they're just reading off a script. They're trying to teach you something, right? They're trying to share something with you that they supposedly embody, but they can't even they obviously don't practice it because they have to read lines and they have to clip their videos. And it's really disturbing when I try to go on YouTube and brush up on some of the stuff. And it's a lot like that with your job too. Remember that. You're going in, it's just like watching YouTube video or, and it's somebody who's clipping everything. Like you're going in and it's like a simulated reality, to be honest, just like YouTube. So what do you want to see? What do you want the next scene to be when you're watching YouTube? What do you want the next scene to be when you're watching at work? All right. And make sure you go to the doctor about your headaches, please. Because, you might have a benign brain tumor like me, not trying to scare you, that might be pressing on something causing it. All right. You might want to go to a neurologist and get it checked out, sweetheart. There are treatments for it. There are things that you can do. I mean, mind over matter. People heal themselves from cancer, brain tumors, sicknesses, illnesses, migraines, all kinds of things all the time. They're called miracles. But I believe it's just our magical powers that comes from some kind of miracle. You know what I mean? Well, anyways, sending you a big virtual hug of love. Oh, yeah, let me get your romance angel card, and I'm going to do the free collective message, and we'll get out of here. Spirit, do you have a romance angel card tonight for... no, I don't want the fairies in there now. Wedding? Are you married to something? Married to your job? Well, I think Spirit's letting you know that you should nurture whatever it is that brings you joy that you feel married to. Like, I'm married to my music. Right here is my ring. Maybe Spirit's even telling you that you're going to get married soon. Anything's possible. Spirit, can we get a free collective message from you? A collective message from the universe, Spirit, for anyone and everyone who maybe comes by, gets a reading, doesn't get a reading. I forgot to tell people at the beginning of the show to skip to the end for the free collective message. I'll probably just tag it in the back rooms. Okay. The back rooms of your mind. They can be dark and hollow. Remember that your subconscious is the strongest thing that guides you and protects you. When you sleep, your subconscious is awake and even stronger, protecting you. Sleep is like death with benefits. You're not dead, but you're not awake either. So, and it's that subconscious that protects you. And it's when it's at its strongest. So maybe look for some meditations or subliminals that you can listen through the night. Like, I wanted to quit smoking, so I listened to those quit smoking subliminals while I slept. I can't even look at cigarettes hardly. Like, what? So I feel like Spirit's saying to all of us, what is going on in the back of your minds during Christmas? Tra-la-la-la-la and Kalamazoo. Spirit's pretty much saying, finite, it's over. Like, let's go to bed. Christmas is here. Enjoy your time. Strangely, it's just perfect timing. Whatever it is that you are manifesting, creating, wanting to do with your joy and happiness this season. But whatever you do, don't forget to sparkle, bitch. What does bitch stand for on this chammy? Babe in total control of herself. So be good to yourself with your thoughts. Don't do anything I wouldn't do or would without me. Married. Yeah, you got the wedding card. I pulled a Romance Angels card for you. You got the wedding card. So either Spirit saying, get into something that you love, that you feel married to. Is there anything that you feel married to? Maybe it's artwork. Maybe it's music. Maybe it's somebody that or something that you love. Spirit could be saying you're going to get married. The universe has a funny way of dropping things into our lap that we want in many ways that are magical, and send you on that magical mystery tour as well. Work on your thoughts. Maybe find a new crush. Maybe think more about your crush or the person that you like. Maybe if you don't have someone that you like, start thinking about reinventing them in your mind. What kind of partner do you want? How would they treat you? What would it feel like right now if you were in their arms? You see what I'm saying? Let that bring you some joy. Think about how happy you were when you had. See, this is the thing. This is how people heal themselves. They go back in time to a time and a place where they felt good. And they start remembering how good that felt to have. And then little by little, even if it's just 1 hour at a time, just, remember what it felt like to feel good, what it felt like to feel right. If you don't know what that feeling felt like, imagine it if you can, and embody it little by little by little. Remember, you're manifesting the way, you involuntarily manifest the way that you breathe. So what's going to happen is what you embody, you will become. What you fear, you're going to experience. It's okay. Sometimes it's okay to sit with your fear. But let's see. I will work my thoughts. I'm talking to the sky, not Capricorn. Okay. Nice. Capricorns can be so. But I love them. I love them. I love them. I love the horn-hooved mermaid thing. The mermaid unicorn of the astrological signs. But I'm not trusting him. Yeah, he is handsome. Not trusting him. So what would it feel like if you could trust him? What is it that is keeping you from trusting him? Imagine the version of him that you do trust. Sometimes people tell you things because they're trying to protect themselves from people who might hurt them, kill them, take what they love away from them. So maybe they have to be secretive until they feel comfortable telling you things that they maybe can't even talk about. But I will say that might be the one thing that might be a limiting belief for you, or has become a circumstance. Oh, excuse me. A circumstance where you have a hard time trusting people in general. You have a hard time trusting hymns in general. There might be just some kind of thing going on in your subconscious that you're not even aware of, because your subconscious is powerful. Like, I like to sleep with these singing bowls on at night on the YouTube channels. I listen to the Soul Resonance channel, and I will have to put my VPN on at night and say I'm in Portugal or something, because I can't stand the commercials. because they will program you while you're sleeping. So I only get commercials from Portugal on the VPN of drinking beer, buying furniture, and partying on the beach. And that's good for me. That's, so if a commercial comes on, I don't have to worry about like getting, McDonald's commercials, subliminals, political, gosh, and there's these new commercials that are coming up on YouTube that are like, they're weird. It's like they're trying to tell you how to stay hard, and I'm like, I don't want to know that. So I report every single one like that because it's such a scam. And you see these people with like vinegar and baking soda, and like if you take vinegar and baking soda and put it anywhere on your body, it's gonna burn. So I just report them all as scams and misleading information because I'm like sitting here with kids watching YouTube, and there's a commercial on midday time about getting hard. It's really offensive. So I keep my VPN on most of the time because I have subliminal programming on commercials. And then YouTube doesn't allow you to have, they don't want you to have ad blockers. That's how they make their money. And if you're using an ad blocker, you just causing a problem for yourself, putting yourself at risk for losing your channel, or getting permanently banned. I mean, it's like right there in the terms of service, no using ad blockers. So I can only use the VPN to block the stupid ads. Thankfully, YouTube does give us options on what kind of commercials you want to be shown on your Chammy, but not necessarily the kind of commercials you would like to see when you're watching YouTube. I mean, think about what it is that why you're not trusting him, what it is that you don't trust. And take your time working through it. But try to stay more in the joy about it, because that's going to bring you more joy in your life. Think about his handsome face. Think about his handsome face being your face, and if you could trust him. What would that be like? Let that bring you some joy, because the more joy you have in your life, even if you're only the only one creating it by watching comedy or playing your guitar or reading a book, you're going to be able to manifest those things that you want. Okay? Your mind is activated like this. Okay? It's like it's either on or off. You either believe in God or you don't. You either believe in yourself or you don't. It's like there's no in between. Okay? So I'm going to go 9-9. My dogs are all looking at me like, Mommy, let's go to human dog bed. And keep me updated about Mr. Handsome. And I need to fix my orgone generator. It's just kind of been like this for a while now. My friend Carl made this for me, and he died. I wouldn't know how to put it back together if I tried, if it broke. So I'm just going to sit it here. Sit there till I can fix it tomorrow. Thank you guys so much for coming by tonight. I appreciate it. JD, thank you so much for your donation. I can't wait to go buy the dogs treats and some snacks for myself. Bernie, it was good to see you, aka Leslin Girl. Please come back and hang out sometime. Pammy, it was nice to hang out with you, babe. I love you guys so much. Thank you all for just being here for me. I don't know who's going to watch this later, so be good to yourself with your thoughts. Good night, sweetheart. And I will see you tomorrow. Tomorrow, I'm going to do a live where I'm going to start reading a little bit of a book to y'all. And so we have one more night of slumber party, and we'll go back into the regular work week. I'll see you guys tomorrow, Kalanita, or actually later today. Bye-bye. Be good to yourself with your thoughts. Music is safe.